Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we will be playing with the Norvina collection, the ABH Volume 5. Out of all the volumes, I do truly believe this is the one I like the most. I was kind of iffy on it, to be honest, but I think overall this is the one I personally gravitate to the most. And I think that is because you have your purples and stuff in here, sure, but you also got brown. Like, you could do everyday looks to like bright and vibrant to whatever, really, And even though I love my pinks, which probably would have been the last palette, would have been my, pick, this one just seems more for the price point and all, a more overall palette for me. The first shade we're going to go into is A4. A4. I do really enjoy the way they numbered these, to be honest, because especially like if you're trying to give the, to say what you're using, because sometimes they come up with some names, don't they? And there's names that I cannot pronounce for nothing, okay? Nothing in this world could make me pronounce some of these names, and I try. I try to pronounce them correctly, but I know I've just butchered them badly, and I feel bad. But I can barely speak English. But I do like the way they did, label these. And I like most of the layouts they have in them. Some of them I don't, but for the majority, I do like the layouts. All the shadows seem to perform equal. There's not a palette as far as formula that's better than the other. It's just what is your preference. And I do feel like this one here, this palette, is definitely more of a me palette in overall scheme of things. And I like that about it too. Because in all honesty, I do like palettes that can give me an everyday look. Something easy, simple, but I also want a little bit of something something. And I really should play with these palettes more, and I don't get a chance because my collection's so big. And it really shouldn't even be this big. That's the thing. But oh, I know what I wanted to do. So I'm wearing right now the Charlotte Tilbury in Bond Girl, but I have this purple Lunar Beauty lip gloss to go with this look in a sense, and I wanted to try it right in the middle with this look just to see. Like, this lip gloss is a little bit opaque. Oh, okay. I was scared it might make me look like I'm dead. I'm not gonna lie. But it actually don't look bad. But I may have put a little bit too much. Well, I know I put too much. We're going to go into D4 now. And I'm just going to start to darken up this outer corner here. And I'm taking it all the way in, but more so like following my eye. I am going through these palettes, like I said, I've been doing that. And going through my brushes, and I'm really liking some of the brushes that I've come across. I don't believe, like, I'm still not good enough to use my Sonia G brushes, so I'm not about to. They're just collector pieces right now. but they're beautiful to look at anyway. But yeah, I'm not ready for them yet. I don't know if I'll ever be ready, and I'll probably never think that I'm ready. Because, like, I don't want to ruin them brushes, you know? But I am seeing differences in brushes, so I'm so curious on the difference in using the Sonia G brushes versus all these other brushes that I've used. And are they really worth all the hype? And does it make that much of a difference, again, for that price point? And it's almost like makeup. I just think it's what you're willing to pay, you know? For the most part, there are some products that are just expensive and that they are no good, period. And there's some cheap products that are just no good, period. But, I mean, in today's world, there's so many makeup brands that, for the most part, you don't really find those real awful, awful. Every now and then you'll come across, but again, the price point is, you know, the difference for the most part. But this brush here from Sigma, I really do like it. It's a E25 blending. And I have the regular one. This one here is the one with Trend Mood, the collection she did. I bought it. But I like this brush because it's one of them that you can use this way, like right at you, or turn and it be flat. And it really gets into places. And I like that about this brush here. Alright, now I'm going to go into the shade B3. And we're going to run that across the lower lash line. And it's just a really light lilac, vibrant purple shade. Of course, the whole palette's purple, but hey, for the most part. I don't know, I love this palette. I think it matches this shirt so perfectly. Like, I don't think there is another palette out there that could match this shirt the way this one does. And we all know I love to match my shirts with my eye look, for sure. Okay. Then I'm going to go into that same shade I just used, that D4, for that inner corner, or outer corner, I mean. I'm going to lay it along, I'm going to put it right up on the lash line. I had to think about what I was doing with it. And it's like this brush, it's just a pencil brush. I mean, everybody has pencil brushes, you know? But this particular pencil brush is like a stiffer one. And I like that when it comes to getting right up in there. Because I know it's going to not like move it all over the place. It's going to keep it right where I want it. And it's good enough to blend with too. So it's really, really a good brush. And it's a BH brush. Which I don't know if they still make them or not. But if they did, it's a good brush. Okay. And then we'll go back into that lilac purple because I don't want to lose it. Like, I really think that purple's a pretty purple. It's just so very light and airy. I think I'm going to go into C5. Just a little bit. And darken that up a little bit more. So far, so good, I think. Purples can be intimidating because they're hard to formulate. They are, from what I understand. So if they're not good purples, it could be very hard to work with them. But these purples here, I mean, they blend, they build. I mean, they're just wonderful. All right. Now I'm going to go into that C5 again, but this time I'm using it on this little brush here, which I adore. And we're going to really darken up this outer portion here. And it's that detailed blending brush. And I just really like this brush a lot. And like I said, I am building it because this color can go very dark, very quick. And of course, wherever you put it, that's where your maximum payoff is going to be. But it blends nicely once you get it on. And it's really pretty. It's like a brown purple almost. And it doesn't have to be a perfect like blend either. Nobody's gonna be staring that hard at your eyes, you know? Just do what you feel comfortable with. Go as dark as you feel comfortable with. Don't worry about anybody else. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you're the one wearing it. Nobody else is. So as long as you're happy, that's all that matters. Going back into D4, that purple shade, we're going to start using it to blend. I feel like we need a little bit of blending with a fluffier brush maybe, because sometimes that happens. Plus, I don't want to lose this color. Like, I really like this particular shade of purple. Okay. And like always, I just go back and forth, back to A4. Okay. Then we're going to go into C4, and it is gorgeous. This shade is just gorgeous. Like, look at that. Oh. You do want to spray it or you will get fallout, just to let you know. I didn't spray mine, but this is what it looks like unsprayed. But like these shades just match my shirt perfectly, I think. There's a glitter in here, and of course I don't like the glitters, but everything else is a-okay by me. And I think there's only one glitter in this palette, which is even more wonderful, because I don't like glitters at all. But again, that's a preference. But I also really don't know how to use glitters correctly either. At least I don't think I do. Alright, look how pretty that is. Like the lights just bounce off of it and it looks so pretty, I think. Okay, now we're going to go back into that that C5. I don't want to lose that darkness in this outer portion here. And usually I actually don't go this dark, so it's kind of surprising that I did. But I don't mind it at the same time. Like, it's kind of crazy that I don't mind it. Because usually I wouldn't like it at all, to be honest. But for some reason, I'm kind of liking the darkness, to be honest with you. And again, have no reason on the why of it. Alright, then for inner corner, we're going to go into B2. Which is like it looks like a white gold, to be honest. I'm going to put that right in the inner corner. Kind of drag it up a little bit, you know. And again, this one here, you want to spray it or you will have it everywhere. I will not lie. This one's very, very fallouty. But at the same time, it's so pretty. It's like worth it. And it pairs really well with the shade that I put on my lid. I don't know, I just think the whole look just really turned out the way I wanted it to. Which is surprising considering most of the time it does not at all turn out the way I want it to. Alright, then for my waterline, I used Crybaby by ColourPop. For my waterline, the bottom and top. For top mascara, I went into the Hypnose Drama by Lancome because I got it in the mail the other day. A sample. And I do think I'm going to like this mascara in the overall scheme of things, to be honest. I think it's going to take me some time to get used to this wand and the formula kind of drying out a little bit, but I do think in the overall scheme it makes my lashes look pretty nice. In my opinion. And I don't have good lashes, so I need all the help I can get. And this does help. But like I said, the wand on it is kind of different. And I thought a long time ago, I thought I tried this mascara, and I did like it then. I think it was the tube had like a rose in the top of it, maybe. At least that's the one I'm thinking of. And I just loved the appearance of it, and that's why I got it, because I just really enjoyed the way that it looked, the tube. And of course, you shouldn't buy stuff based on packaging, but sometimes that's all you got, you know? When you're looking at stuff, you don't have any other. Like, if it looks pretty, you just hope it is pretty, you know? In that aspect. And I'm pretty sure it was pretty, or it performed well too. Because I would remember the packaging, because it was pretty, but I wouldn't have remembered that I liked it. I didn't go all out today though. I didn't curl my lashes or put a primer down or anything like that, because I should have for this look because it's so pretty, but I'm not really going anywhere, so. But I will say the fallout is wow. I do have quite a bit of fallout, but that was my own fault because I didn't want to spray anything. Although I need to get over that and just spray these, especially with these palettes, because they're older. You all know what these palettes look like, you know? I assume. I know that a lot of them are people's favorites, so. But just in case, I don't like to spray in case somebody hasn't seen them before, or at least never seen them used. But of course, that problem's easily solved by just spraying. Or you could apply it with your finger if you're good at that. I'm not good at that. I end up having it all over the place if I apply something with my finger. This is the Lancome Deaf Seals for the bottom lashes. I kind of like it that I got the Lancome on both lashes, just different styles. And the fact that I like them both, that's pretty good too, because if I go to order or something, it makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to put one more coat on the top lashes, and then we are done. Maybe a little cleanup. I think I got a little bit of this mascara on my top lid. This eyelash just performs so much better than the one over there too. Makes me so mad. I wish I could wear falsies. Especially with a look like this. I just feel like it would really amp this look up if I could. But I cannot. And as silly as it sounds, I feel like that's one of the goals I'm going to put on myself this year, is to, at the end of the year, no matter what, be able to apply some sort of lash. You know what I mean? It's 365 days of playing at some point, right? And if I don't, then I know, like, okay, it ain't ever going to happen. You tried it 365 times. Girl, it's time to give this up, you know? That's my thought process behind it anyway. Shoot. Shouldn't have messed with it. I knew better. We can comb it out. There we go. There we go. Got it. Takes me a second, but I can usually fix it if I use this brush here. I like this brush. It's at Ecos Tools. I mean, it comes in handy for a lot of different reasons, but mostly to get the eyelashes back on track if I mess up. Alright, so that is all I have for you today, and I did it again. Well, A, I can't get this one to... Well, I'll just fix it later. I'm not going to take up any more your time. We're good enough. This is the final look. I really think it turned out really good. Is it my best work? No, it's not my best, but I will enjoy it for the time being. That's for sure. And I love the way it goes with my shirt. So that is all I have for you today. Again, this is the Norvina Collection Volume 5. And this is by far, for sure, my favorite for all around, everyday, or bam in your face type of makeup look, if I'm going for it. So if I had to suggest one out of all of them, I would suggest this one if you like the same things I do, or looking for the same things. If you like pink, I would go with number 4. Just saying. We have one more left, though. The really bright and colorful one. I like it, too. I like it for play, though. But that is all I have. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all, that we're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and healthy. Bye.